If your encapsulated nails always end up looking bulky, cloudy, or messy, this is probably why. I wanted these to look soft, glassy, and expensive, not overloaded with glitter. So today, I'm showing you exactly how I keep encapsulated nails clean using the Lazy Girl method. First, I'm starting with nail prep because clean prep honestly changes everything. I'm using rubbing alcohol and a lint-free wipe to clean my cuticle pusher before pushing back my cuticles. Then using the same wipes to sanitize my nippers before trimming away the dead cuticles. Next, I buff away the shine from my natural nails so the product could grip better. And then I used another lint-free wipe with rubbing alcohol to remove all the dust. I'm also applying peel base to a little more than 3/4 of my nails because I like being able to remove my sets easier later on. Then I sized my full covered almond tips, making sure they fit sidewall to sidewall. If your tips are too small, your nails can pop off way faster. Then I applied base coat to all the nails and cured for 30 seconds. For the green nails, I'm using Rosemary from Makartt. Even though spring is over, I still wanted something soft and pastel for this set. I'm also setting up my work area and using rubbing alcohol as my slip solution. Starting on the pinky nail, I'm applying a small bead of polygel inside the tip. And one thing that helps avoid flooding is leaving the cuticle area mostly clear before pressing the tip down. That tiny step makes a big difference in how clean the nails look later. So if your Lazy Girl nails always flood the cuticle area, you're probably using too much product near the cuticle area of the tip. Then I flash cured for about 10 to 15 seconds. After that, I cleaned the underside of the nails and flash cured again. For the ring nail, I'm using Wisp of White from Makartt, which is a soft milky white polygel. But before that, I wanted to create a soft glitter ombre underneath. So I applied base coat inside the nail tip and started placing iridescent glitter into the wet base using a dotting tool. This helps keep the glitter looking airy instead of packed together. I used to dump glitter straight into the nail tip, and that's exactly why my encapsulation looked chunky. Placing it piece by piece gives way more control and keeps the nail looking airy. Once I liked the placement, I flash cured the nail. Then I added the milky white polygel, leaving space near the cuticle area to reduce flooding. When pressing the tip down, I'm applying pressure slowly so the polygel spreads evenly underneath. If you press too fast, the product can bunch up and make the nails look bulky. And because I left the cuticle area thinner earlier, the product has a space to spread without flooding. After applying the tip, I flash cured, cleaned the underside, and flash cured again. Now for the butterfly encapsulated nail. And for this part, the tip should stay flat on the desk instead of on a nail holder. I'm placing tiny beads of base coat inside the nail tip and using a dotting tool to place the butterfly glitter on top. Then, while holding the butterfly flat, I flash cure for about 10 seconds. This helps stop the butterflies from lifting or sticking out awkwardly inside the nail. I placed 4 butterflies total. This last butterfly is hanging slightly outside the tip, but that's okay for now. Next, I'm applying another layer of base coat to seal the butterflies in and also create another sticky layer for more glitter. This time I'm focusing the iridescent glitter more towards the tip area. I flash cured that layer and then clipped the excess butterfly glitter from the tip. After that, I applied Makartt clear polygel inside the nail tip and gently patted it into place. Again, I'm keeping the cuticle area thinner so the nail stays cleaner and less bulky. Then I applied the tip, cleaned around the cuticle area, and flash cured. And finally, I cleaned the underside and flash cured again. For the index nail, I repeated the same green polygel application. And for the thumb, I created another encapsulated glitter ombre to tie the whole set together. Once all nails were finished, I did a full cure of 60 seconds. Then I removed the sticky layer using rubbing alcohol before moving on to filing. Honestly, filing is what makes encapsulated nails look expensive. Even pretty nails can still look bulky without refining the shape properly. So I focused on refining the side walls, thinning the free edge, and smoothing the surface to keep the nails looking glassy instead of chunky. Next, I started picking out some accessories for the ring nail. I'm using pearls, silver caviar beads, and silver caviar chain. First, I applied rhinestone glue and a little gel top coat before placing the pearls in a flower shape. Then I placed a silver caviar bead in the center. After that, I curved a piece of silver caviar chain around the cuticle area and flash cured. Then I added an aurora rhinestone and 3 silver caviar beads for a little extra sparkle. And honestly, this ended up being my favorite nail from the whole set. Then, using my no wipe top coat, I sealed around all the charms and cured for 30 seconds. After that, I top coated the rest of nails and cured again. Then finally, I top coated the underside to really bring out the glass effect. I'm honestly obsessed with how soft and glassy these turned out. The pastel green mixed with the butterflies and iridescent glitter looks so dreamy together. And this is exactly why I always say encapsulated nails don't have to look bulky to still feel detailed. Let me know which nail was your favorite, the butterfly nail or the pearl nail. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.